everyone. I'm Steve Max. I'm one of the co-founders of the Loveland Legacy Foundation and a resident of Loveland for about 20 years now. It was just going to be another holiday weekend. It was going to be a great round of golf, and when we heard about the fire, walked off the first tee and immediately went downtown and saw the devastation.
Good morning, Cincinnati. I'm Adam Clements. We are following two breaking news stories at the moment. While you were sleeping, buildings in Loveland's historic downtown were burning. The 3-alarm fire did significant damage, and Local 12's Megan Moore.
What really struck me was how the community really rallied. We on Tuesday we held an event that was supposed to fit into a small conference room down at the chamber, and quickly expanded to where we had to go to one of the local establishments, and there was literally 100 or so people there showing their support.
My name's Brad Urig. I moved to Loveland in 2004. I'm 43, and I have one son who's now 16. I'm now married though, so I have a wife that works here in Loveland. I had my son that weekend from Friday to Sunday, so I dropped him off at his mom's, came back, and was just getting ready to do my normal work week. And I was asleep. It was about 1 in the morning, roughly. I heard something outside, so I kind of looked out the window. I raised the window up, looked outside. I didn't see anything. I thought maybe somebody had hit a pole or hit a car or something like that. And when I laid back down, I noticed like my fan wasn't on. So I flipped the switch, the light switch, and there was nothing. So I was like, this is kind of weird. So I kind of just walked around the house or apartment, see what was going on, see if I could figure out what was going on. And my neighbor, Mike, we call him Chef Mike, knocked on the door and he said, "Hey, I think there's a fire next door. We should probably get out of here." And I was like, okay, well, let me grab a couple things. I grabbed my keys, my wallet, and my phone, and that was it, and I got out. I just want to say thanks to the Loveland community, everybody involved, the Loveland Legacy Foundation, everybody who donated, and I just appreciate all the help that everybody gave us.
When you see that kind of support for the community, you can't help but roll your sleeves up and figure out how to help. And so from that outreach from the community and that tremendous support, the Loveland Legacy was really born. We help support different nonprofits such as the Life Food Pantry, Tried and True Parenting, the Care Center, Wheels, a lot of organizations like that, and I know I'm missing some, but the impact is real with those organizations. They help provide sustainable support for families, for individuals that aren't necessarily due to a disaster or a crisis. It's just everyday life that they are helping those individuals and those families survive until they can get past whatever they are facing and able to move forward within their lives.
The Life Food Pantry was founded back in the late 90s at Prince of Peace Lutheran Church. It was part of a coalition of a group of people from various churches and organizations. So one of the things that was important to us was realizing that the clients here don't really want to be here. They're here out of necessity. Nobody wants to have to come in and say, I can't afford to feed my family, especially in a community like Loveland, which is frankly a quite affluent community. But we have 3 housing complexes here in Loveland that are the subsidized housing complexes. People don't see them, and people aren't aware of them, and the need continues to grow. In the last 2 years, we have almost tripled the amount of families that we serve. We serve all of 45140, so as you know with the school systems, that's in 3 different counties. And so we're serving a large population.
I don't know where I would be at in life without the Life Food Pantry and or any of the organizations that are provided to all income deprived families in the Loveland district. So I'm going to start by saying that I've lived in Loveland for 10 years, almost 11. I'm a single mother, 2 children. I have a 9-year-old boy and an 11-year-old girl, who we all three benefit from all of the resources that are provided to us. There are more, but I utilize Life Food Pantry all the time because I literally love all of the compassion I get. We need to be utilizing all of our resources, and when I don't have to. If I don't have to, I won't. But if I'm dire need, I know who I can get in touch with. I know who I can get support from.
The Care Center has really meant a lot to me. You can kind of look at people and read them. A lot of people, I can tell that this meal is their first meal of the day or for a while. A lot of people don't want to say exactly where they are, and they really need a hand up, and a lot of people think, oh, it's a handout. Well, it's not a handout, it's a hand up. And for me, I retired and then decided this was not going to work because, I was not making enough money in the 35 years. And so I decided you need to go back to work before you spend everything. I just really want to thank everyone, that has helped me along the way. Like I said, Dress for Success, Changing Gears, Christian Brothers especially, Greg, Tanya, everyone here that's giving, nurturing, it's just it's a blessing, and I hope it continues to be a blessing, and I pray that it continues to be a blessing, and I pray that one day I am in a place where I can help also, pay it forward.
I honestly stumbled upon this place, going to church here. I had this in my mind, a separation, oh, that's not for me, or whatever the case. But they had a Dress for Success, and I have worked on myself since last fall, and I've lost 20-ish, 25 pounds. So all of my clothes kind of didn't fit me anymore, and it was time for me to start evaluating, okay, getting back, putting my mom hat down, which I love, the PTO meetings and the volunteer at school, and to get back into the full-time work that I have. If I could ever leave, a gift to my son or future grandkids, I'd love to write about how I wanted to thrive post-divorce, but it wasn't necessarily revealed to be as easy as I thought it would be. It's okay to surrender yourself to the help. It's hard. I can get that. I don't necessarily think a lot of people know how difficult it can be to mask yourself every day. It's hard. It's really hard. I think here you don't have to do it's not the place for that. It's a lot of peace and calm and understanding that we're all not in this alone, and I have learned about what is a different kind of love. It's an agape love, and I would say that these individuals have a thing or two to teach about that. They humbly walk beside individuals and nurture them, and I don't really have the most amount of exposure to this place, but in just my short time, it's made a great impact.
So as you think about all the different impacts the Loveland Legacy Foundation and so many other partner organizations have across Loveland and surrounding communities, it's up to us, it's up to all of us to help support our neighbors, help our community remain vibrant. So I would just ask that you would consider a donation today, and a sustainable donation if possible, that really can help sustain our community, help those in need, help prepare for that next crisis, for that next thing that may be coming our way.
If you are able, to be able to contribute to society or your development or anywhere that you see fit in the Loveland School District or any other charity event, I would highly recommend it if you can, because it's going to help people like me who actually really need the help, and they too can become a success story. I'm not there yet all the way. I'm not there, but they're not going to let me fail.
So I'm asking everyone to, to give, to please give, and give from your heart. Don't give for show, don't give because any negative reasons. Give from your heart. Continue to take care of God's sheep.
The Care Center has helped so many people with so many different backgrounds, and if you have a stirring inside you to give today, I would encourage you to double down and to see if you can even surprise yourself. You would be impacting many people, not just like myself, but you would be impacting, I would even argue, generations.
No one ever predicted a fire. No one ever predicted the pandemic. Nobody ever plans for a tornado. But here we are. The Loveland Legacy Foundation is here to help support those endeavors in the future.